Hello, beautiful viewers. Tom South of the Cosmos. Prepare to indulge in experiencing sheer bliss, because today another riveting, captivating, stellar unboxing video is about to be brought to fruition. What items will I be unboxing? What items will I be opening? Without further delay, without further procrastination, allow me to elicit the box. What items are encompassed inside this bulky, hefty, tangible, nifty box? Let's find out. I'm going to demystify the answer to that inquiry right here, right now, so bear with me. It will only take me billions of picoseconds to extract the items from the box and subsequently flaunt them in front of the camera for you to feast your eyes on. Lo and behold, I have prompted an envelope. Let me render the contents of the envelope transparent. First, I need to render an aperture in the envelope. After rendering an aperture in the envelope, I can extract the items from it. The envelope is now devoid of action figures. Its contents have been depleted. What items are engulfed inside this bag? Let's find out. Let's scour the bag, shall we? Let's ravage the bag. My mind is entrenched. In an action figure universe, here's Gandalf the Grey. Followed by the illustrious Gandalf the Grey, we have Strider the Ranger. He's revered by the Fellowship. They relish his companionship. They admire his audacity. He has the temerity to charge into the fray of battle and slay any adversary within his vicinity, despite the odds being against him. We have one of the hobbits. Is this Merry? Is this Pippin? That is an enigma. I do not know. We have some novel accessory. Did this originally come bundled with a Lord of the Rings action figure? I do not know. We have some other figurine. He's likely not derived from the Lord of the Rings action figure line. We have a plethora of accessories. Next we have the wise and powerful, noble, valiant, stoic Legolas. Last but not least, we have this sadistic, coercive, malicious, violent, aggressive, savage Moria orc. Here are the accessories. They're relegated to the bag for now. I recollect purchasing this lot via eBay for a grand total of $13.50, or for a grand total of $14.50. I recollect buying the lot in order to obtain another Moria orc figurine. As a standalone figure, the Moria orcs are typically sold for at least $20 each. I availed myself of the opportunity to obtain another Moria orc for under $15. I seized the opportunity. I capitalized on the opportunity. Do I have any qualms about it? No. In retrospect, I would have paid even slightly more to procure the Moria orc figurine. He's extraordinary. I love his aesthetics, I love his hues, I love his shadings, I love his textures. He has ample points of articulation. Unfortunately, his legs are pre-posed. Regardless, he still has merit. He warrants a premium price. Do I love this variant of Strider? I love his attire. I love his wardrobe. I love his cosmetics. They're truly exquisite and divine, as well as unique. I also love this figurine's cosmetics. Where does he hail from? What action figure line is he derived from? I do not know. He's missing an appendage. What transpired? Well, apparently he's missing his lower leg, as well as his left foot. He lacks calves. He only has one. Both of his thighs are still intact. His integrity has clearly been compromised. I love his cape. It's comprised of rubber, which supersedes cloth, in my opinion. Rubber is more sturdy, is more dense. Are you a tactile person? If so, you may prefer the feeling of rubber over cloth. Cloth is soft. I love cloth. I love cotton. But rubber is more durable. It can withstand the elements eminently. I love plastic. Here's another hunk of plastic. He has hack and slash action. You can trigger a button in the back in order to bear witness to him slicing and dicing his adversaries within his proximity. I love Gandalf's robe. It just denotes that he's a wizard. I believe that he's one of 5 wizards in Middle-earth. Verify that for yourself. His seam lines do not really bother me. He lacks an ankle pivot. He lacks finger joint articulation. He lacks diaphragm joint. He's able to swivel his waist. He's able to rotate his forearms. And he's able to flex his kneecaps at his own discretion. Or perhaps I should say, at my discretion. He has 2 pins protruding out of his left arm. They cannot easily be removed. So, for under $15, I'm content with this purchase and decision. I love these action figures. I procure the lot of Lord of the Rings action figures in order to obtain another Moria orc. Their armaments are contained within this bag. There's no need for me to sort through them now. Here are some of the random ones. I don't want them to scatter throughout the room. I do not want them to disperse. Strider's sheath was apparently defective. The integrity of the hilt of his sword has been compromised. Bear with me one brief moment. Alright, never mind. I was unable to swiftly find a sheath for him to leverage that is not defective. This figurine's armor is adorned with spikes. They're protruding out of his back and out of his lower leg guards. His thighs are exposed. They're vulnerable to damage. He's cunning, conniving, and strategical. He does not easily waver. He does not easily yield. He does not capitulate. He fights to the bitter end. He fights till the bitter end. Actually, I think I made a blunder. He fights to the bitter end. Or perhaps either word could be utilized. Or maybe he fights till the bitter end. Or two. Two sounds more effective in this context. So I guess I'll just go as two. He fights to the bitter end, as opposed to he fights till the bitter end. Is this figurine productive? Are his endeavors efficacious? Most likely not. He's a destroyer. He decimates anyone who dares to oppose him. He strives to vanquish the forces of good. His endeavors will be unfruitful. Because as long as heroes unite, he will not be able to rid the world of good. The balance of good and evil will persist incessantly, perpetually, until the end of time. Heroes will emerge from the shadows. They will prevail against the forces of evil. I love these figurines. Whoever sculpted these figurines did a stupendous job. They were produced by Toy Biz amid the early 2000s. This figurine has a scuff on his face. Scratches and scuffs on action figures mar their appearance and agitate me. But there's nothing I can do to remedy the situation, so I have to cope with it. Regardless, so I hope that you found this video to be intriguing, insightful, and enthralling. Have a wonderful, marvelous day. Goodbye.